The Project Cambria headset by Meta seems like it's going to cost you a pretty penny. For the rest on that story, the new releases of the week, my 2 bits on a VR Tinder app, and the Virtual Dreamer Spotlight, you've come to the right place. Welcome, Virtual Dreamers. My name is Gregory, and this is your Virtual News. Let's start this off with the highlights of the week in releases. Fract, a short narrative shooter title previously released on PSVR, became available for PC VR platforms on May 5th. Definitely check this out if you like some of the other titles by the studio N-Dreams, such as Phantom Ops, or are interested in their future release of Ghostbusters VR. Likewise, the Beat Saber Electronic Mixtape Pack became available on May 5th as well, across all versions. Speaking for myself, I really like the pack, with the first track in particular, Alone, being one of my favorites. It really describes my free time marvelously. Lastly, if you're a fan of the PC version of Blade & Sorcery, consider having a look at the U11 beta, which now features improved graphics and a ton of new gameplay features. Check out the video by The Baron, linked down below in the description for more. On to the main story for today. It's been reported by Upload VR and The Information that Project Cambria's price is expected to be significantly above $800. This comes in the wake of a previous report by The Information that there would be 4 new headsets released by Meta between now and 2022. If one recalls previous statements by Meta themselves, Project Cambria is expected to be a productivity tool first and foremost, with replacing a user's laptop being a specifically cited use case. While things could change in the future, Oculus, and by extension Meta's VR division, has had a major issue with price falling outside of user expectations in the past. The original consumer version of the Oculus Rift famously turned out far above the ballpark price of $350 that founder Palmer Luckey had stated prior to launch, by releasing at a price of $600 without any form of hand tracking or motion controls. With pricing now likely falling into the $1,000 territory, my own expectations that Cambria won't be so much a revolution for VR as much of a showpiece for what's to come is only further being cemented. With the major news now out of the way, let's get into my 2 bits. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg made a post on Instagram this week featuring their neural interface EMG device being demoed to Leonardo del Vecino, the president of EssilorLuxottica, the parent company of Rayban. I recently did a video discussing EMG technology, declaring it the future of high-fidelity VR controls, and seeing Meta continue to push it out is only adding more stock to that position for me. In other news, a dating app by the name of Flirtual is promoting the use of VR as a means to start a relationship. You create a profile, much like one would with any other dating app, but using pictures of your virtual avatar rather than of your real self, and encourages users to meet up on VR platforms such as VRChat or Horizon. I can't say this surprises me too much, as we're basically just one voice changer and haptics technology improvement away from many people abandoning their real selves altogether. But it's a nice thing to see that the community continues to gain more recognition in that respect. Finally, everyone, it's time for the Virtual Dreamer Spotlight. For this week's smaller creator, I want to point you to Cherri Sprout. They're a VTuber who plays games, makes music, and tries new things. Their description, not mine. I had a good time watching a live stream of theirs a few days ago where they were playing Phasmophobia and found their videos on Vroid pretty helpful since I'm actually using Vroid myself for the sake of developing my game. Cheers to Cherri Sprout, here's to seeing you grow to your fullest potential. Thanks as well to Lori P for the suggestion. As for the larger creator, I want to point everyone to Habby147. Their channel primarily focuses on VR games and mods for them. I watched a few of their videos and have to say that their sense of humor immediately got a laugh out of me. I appreciate the information they conveyed in their content as well at the same time. Many thanks to AltaRent for suggesting them to me, and I really hope to check them out more in the future. Thanks to everyone for your suggestions as well overall. I can't thank you enough for pointing me to creators that I'm not familiar with. And also, don't worry if your creators didn't get put into the spotlight in this current week's video, as I make a point of adding all the comments I see or receive via Twitter to a list that I use for the future in the videos. So if a creator isn't used this week, there is still a possibility I'll use them in next week's video. I am going to put forth this rule as of right now though, that I'll only be accepting 1 large and 1 small creator per user per video. Well, it didn't happen this time. I can foresee that kind of a thing being a problem in the future, so let's get that patched up right now from the get-go so we don't have to deal with it later. Speaking of later, I do want to note that work on this channel's signature series, Can We Make Sword Art Online, is in the works. I'm targeting Friday the 13th of May for its release date. keep up with me on Twitter for any updates on the timing or if there are any delays. And that just about does it, everyone. Thank you very much, Virtual Dreamers, for watching this video, and thanks to my patrons for helping to support the channel. Until next time, everyone, this has been Gregory, logging out.